everybody, and welcome to Maple Sports Insight. It's a sports betting channel, and a little bit of news, review, and picks. Most importantly, we're going to make some money. And, first game, of course, everyone knows everything about this. We've been studying it for weeks. Except for whoops, Travis Kelce hurt himself, so, hey, hold on a second. Everything just changed. Lucky for KC, they have 7 pass catchers, and they have a full running back room with 3 very experienced backs. They could split McKinnon out if they wanted to. They could just, I'm sure Sky Moore will step up. Valdez Scantling, there's a whole crowd of them. Kadarius Tooney, they'll be fine. My real question marks are on the defense. Without Chris Jones, how are they going to get by? It's going to be interesting. I see, the only way it's going to be any different is if it's a shootout. Otherwise, I see Kansas City way too weakened to be the team that we know them to be. If Detroit's going to be this new identity they say they are, then, you're going to have to beat the weakened Chiefs. They don't have their best defensive player. They don't have their second best offensive player. If you can't beat them now, who are you really going to beat down the stretch? As in regards to the Lions, we'll see what Sam Laporta's all about. I mean, he looked good in the preseason. So did Jamari Gibbs. But, this is week 1. Things are for real now, and David Montgomery is the veteran. So as much as we like Jamari Gibbs, I don't think he's going to be the lead back in week 1. I think you're going to have a surprise from David Montgomery. Someone has to hold him down. And without TJ Hawkinson there's really no security blanket for Jared Goff. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, what he does. This game's going to be really good from a real-life standpoint. From a betting standpoint, it's really hard to say what's going to happen week 1. I got a few suggestions. I'm only going to bet a couple of things. I mean, I got Kansas City, of course. They're going to cover the 6 no matter what. Travis Kelce or not. Patrick Mahomes, he'll get it done. I believe it'll be over. 52.5 is the number shopped, even though it probably says differently. Oh, yeah, there's 53.5. Beautiful. And I see minus 250 on the money line's way too much. 5.5 points is not a lot to cover. And I think they're going to be just fine. With all that being said, I think it's going to be a fun game from a real-life standpoint. From a betting standpoint, there's a lot of different moving pieces for both sides of the ball on both teams. And I really don't have a whole lot to give you. I have a couple of props I really like, but in prime time, I'm going to always give you a team and a total to go with whatever I like for props. So, like I said earlier, David Montgomery has a big game. Whether it's rushing or receiving, this number, incredibly low. I'm probably going to bet a couple of units, 2 or 3. I got to go over between these two clubs, especially with like I said, the moving parts. It's easier to put moving parts together on offense than it is defense, and I just think this game's going to be more of a shootout than anything, especially now that we're missing the star of the field. And KC covering the 6, so that's my 3 of the day, or 3 of the game, whatever you want to call it. And also, it's not up there, but without Travis Kelce, I'm now betting Isaiah Pacquiao anytime touchdown. I think that's a sure bet too. So let me just close this out. Help me by clicking the like button. Maybe share it for me. I don't have a lot of followers, and I need to get my name out there. So please help me out if you can. Watch me for a little bit. See how my picks are. See if we make money. See if I'm worth following. And, forgot to say, don't miss the FanDuel promo. I think Kansas City's at like plus 55 points right now or something. It's a gimme of a bet. You bet $50, it pays 90. Kansas City's not going to lose by more than 50 points. Anyway, From Maple Sports Insight, this is the Canadian. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to hit that notification bell on your way out so that we can build a bankroll together.